Jess is drinking nice, looks like chocolate milk, but it's coffee, I'm sure.
It's coffee. There's a lot of caffeine. It is a vanilla sweet cream cold brew.
Ew, that sounds yummy.
I don't know what that means exactly. It's actually very good.
Yeah.
Low calorie and sweet.
Let's see if anybody's here.
If they haven't ditched us completely.
Come on, go big screen. Go big screen. Why would
I'm just going to sit here and stare.
You're on.
I'm on. I'm on.
You've been on.
I know. I just don't know if anybody's coming. They claim that they've missed us.
They do.
So,
well, hang on. Why is this not going full screen? Karen Thompson's here. Charlie's here. Welcome
I'm
back.
not even going to
Cheryl's
try to
here.
diagnose the computer right now.
I don't know why it's not going full screen. I mean, it's kind of half.
I don't know, because Facebook makes stupid updates sometimes
I
that
don't
don't make
know.
sense.
But there's a lot of people here. Annette, Linda,
Good.
Chris.
Yay.
We've missed you guys.
I have missed you guys. Also, what is up with the weather? My hands are like
Oh
ice
my
cubes.
God. It's like winter again.
It is 46 degrees and it's almost May. Like, I'm done. Literally, I am
totally done.
I am done with the month of April completely. But
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
the month of April can do things I can't say on Facebook.
And then you even have to pay your taxes.
I mean, it's just a stupid month in every way possible.
Oh dear.
Oh
I
my
don't
goodness.
know.
And
There's
it's
a lot of people
freaking
here.
cold.
A
All
lot
right.
of people. So many I can't keep up with everybody. Oh my gosh.
Should
Hi,
we just
guys.
get started?
Go for it.
All right. So if you have never joined us before and you've stumbled here for the first time, I'm just going to say that this is not our normal Facebook. This is probably not going to be your favorite episode. What do we call these? Whatever this is.
An episode.
Definitely check back to the last Facebook Live where I was testing products really poorly. That's more what you can expect from us here. So yeah, today is probably not going to be rainbows and sunshine and wonderful, beautiful things, because you know what? The word is out. In case you didn't hear, I am a human being and I deal with human being problems. And I'm not going to sit here and whine and complain for an hour and tell you all of my woes, but I'm going to tell you where I've been and what's been going on and why life just kicks you right in the nuts sometimes and how you have to just move past it. So before we get started, thank you. Welcome back. And nobody is dead, don't worry. So if you're like, oh my God, no, everyone's alive and well.
Reunited.
We are reunited.
It feels so
It
good.
feels so good, except we are missing our little loudmouth, Marlene,
Yeah.
because she ditched us to go to Florida. I was going to tell you guys that we fired her just for fun, but in case she's
really.
watching, I don't want her to get upset.
I haven't seen her
So
yet.
she probably is in, she's in
Probably by
Florida.
the
She's in
pool
the
or something.
sunshine. She does not care about us right now.
No.
So,
Sure.
oh, there's your alarm. It's time for Facebook.
It's time for Facebook.
11:03, you're late.
I think I hit snooze the first
Ah,
time.
gotcha. So, yeah, so I have been absent, and while I 100% know that I do not owe anyone an explanation, I do not have to tell anybody anything that I don't want to. I am very open with you guys, and I tell you what's going on, and sometimes it's not good stuff, and it's been a lot. The 13th of April basically just plummeted the rest of the month downhill, but we are in the upswing, and thank God, April's almost over, because literally I hate this month. 2 dogs in my life, not my own, have passed away. Not mine, a family member and a friend's. Yes, there was a breakup in our family. There's been some other drama going on. And then there was the reason that I have been gone for 2 weeks now, close to it. And that is because my husband was in the hospital. So I will spare you all of the details because, first of all, it's not my story to tell, and he knows that I will talk about it, but I'm not going to get into full detail of where he's been and what's going on because it is his body, not mine. If I say we a lot, it is because I was right there alongside him. Yes, I am well aware of the fact that I was not the one that was physically in the hospital, but I'm a we person. I say we when we talk about my business. I say we when I deal with his stuff, and physically I went through nothing. Emotionally, I went through everything. So let's just see where we're at. I will tell you that, not that I haven't learned this already, not that I didn't already know this, but it is crazy how within minutes your life changes and everything changes from what you were expecting, even for just that day, that week, whatever. And I am still trying to get myself back into everything, but that is why I am kind of delayed right now. And also not mentally 100% there. Barb knows. I am never, I peak at about 70%. I'm probably at like 35 to 40 right now. I still feel really guilty about this, but I was in my studio on Wednesday, and 2 Wednesdays ago, and Eric texted me, and I knew he was here, but he will text me sometimes just to get my attention because he doesn't know what I'm doing, and just said, can you come here? And I was like, oh, for the love of God. Like, it's probably, can you read this email? Can you check this? I'm annoyed about something. Can you do me a favor? And so I immediately got irritated because I was in the middle of doing something. And I came into the office and realized that what he needed was not minor. And yeah, and then I felt super guilty about that. And I never told him that. But, you know, when you get really angry at somebody and then you realize that, like, it was kind of unjustified. That Wednesday, we went to urgent care, which I knew was a mistake immediately. I knew we were beyond urgent care for the situation at hand, but that's where we went anyway, which then led us to a trip to the emergency room, which led to an overnight observation, which then led to him not coming home until Tuesday, almost an entire week in the hospital. He had an infection. It is under control now. It got very serious very, very quickly. Yeah, so it was surgery, it was hospital stays, it was just, I spent Easter Sunday in a hospital. And Easter's not an important holiday to me, but now it will always be that holiday that, hey, remember when we were in the hospital? Holidays and my family don't go well together, and it's never the big ones. Like, we're good with, like, Christmas, Thanksgiving, we're usually good with those. But, like, Labor Days, Easter, like, all the random holidays, something is always amiss. So, yeah, so that's where I was. When we checked in Wednesday night, I had a feeling he might stay, but I was like, you never know. The hospitals are always like, in, out, get out. Thursday morning, I text Lisa at Log Cabin. If you watch Log Cabin's videos, you can probably guess that I'm the majority of the reason why we were out for 2 Thursdays. Not yesterday. There was a cold going around, but the first 2 were my fault, and that's okay. Lisa forgives me. Everybody forgives me. Sometimes things happen. Thursday morning, I was like, I should probably text her and let her know that I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be there for Facebook, because it's looking like we're staying a little bit longer. And then all of a sudden, it was Thursday afternoon, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to be on my Facebook tomorrow, because I don't think I'm going to be around. So I canceled on you guys, and then last week, I was home, and I contemplated doing one from home, but the level of exhaustion, I just could not get past it. And I know I look tired. Please stop telling people they look tired. It really does not help. It is just code for you look like garbage, and I'm well aware of it. We don't need to tell people that. Whenever anyone says you look tired, it's code for, ooh, you're not looking so good. And I know that. But some of the things that were super helpful in getting through all of this is the amount of emails and comments and messages and texts and everything from you guys. I love you guys, and I know you like me. Like, I'm pretty sure you keep coming back, but Barb, I'm not so sure. She may or may not. But wow, I have never felt that amount of love, like, ever. And then when I posted on, when was my first post? Wednesday? Tuesday? Whatever it was. Yeah. You know, I was like, do I say anything? Do I wait till Friday? Do I jump right in and just post a funny TikTok? And I just said, I'm just going to do a TikTok. And some of your comments, like, actually made me cry. Like, oh, I never realized how much I would miss something until it wasn't there. Like, we love you. And it just, I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of it. I appreciate all of the good thoughts. I appreciate all of the emails that said, please don't respond to me. I just want to make sure you're okay. And we are okay. Things that I've learned about myself, things that I've already known about myself, but have just been reiterated. And I'm looking at Barb here, who could not be more polar opposite in situations like this. I've said this before, and I will say it one more time to make sure everyone hears. I am not the person you want in an emergency. I am not that person. No. I am not the person that keeps a level head. I am not the person that knows how to get stuff done. I am not the person that can just say, let's go. You know who is? Barb. But you know who also is? My husband. Because my husband is that guy that's like, stuff happens, let's just move on. And I'm like, no, I have to have a full-blown anxiety attack first. And I did. I had a panic attack in the parking garage of the hospital. Super fun. 10 out of 10, did not recommend that for anyone. I like to have my panic attacks at home. I think they're more fun that way. So that was interesting. After I get through, I'm fine, but I have to get through that. You know how they always say that everybody has a fight or flight response? I have neither. I have freak out. So I don't do fight or flight. I do, oh my God, the world is about to end. And I work through it. I cry. I hyperventilate. I get through it. It is the joys of anxiety. Once I'm over it, I'm good. I'm like, I am your advocate. I am here to speak for you. I will do whatever needs to be done. I got you. So if you don't know who you are, figure that out now before you're in a situation where you need to. I was well aware of it, but sometimes it gets the best of me. So yeah, I'm still a lunatic, but that's never going to change. So we work through it. My dogs are highly confused. I will say, my dogs who are obsessed with my husband, obsessed. Like Zoe wants to live inside of him. Like she is obsessed with him. We got home and she was so happy to see him. Roxy, on the other hand, was not sure. I have never seen her act like this. She loves him.
Yeah.
She stood in the doorway before we went in the house, hair up, growling at him, like wouldn't come near him. And I was like, does she not know who you are? I don't know if it was the smells. Like, I don't know, the hospital smells, which are horrible. I don't know what it was, but she was like, no, I don't know who you are. And then she finally calmed down. It was a weird response, though. I have never seen her like that. Zoe was like, you're home. Thank God. Thank God I missed you. And every day I would come home, his truck was in the driveway. And so they would go outside and they'd look, and I'm like, he's not here. And I don't want to say his name, because when you say his name, they're like, where? So I'm like, come on, just ignore the truck, stop looking at the driveway. So, yeah, so we are at home. We are not finished. We are done with hospitals, hopefully forever, at least that hospital. We did not have a great experience, which that also does not help anything. I hate hospitals to begin with. Hospitals have never been a good experience. I've never done the like.
They're not usually.
Well, you know, people have babies and like good things and like stuff like that. No, if you have a baby, I'm not going to visit you in the hospital. Hospitals are always deaf and morbid to me, and I don't like them. And they confuse the ever-living crap out of me, because every way it all looks the same. Every hallway, every door, it all looks the same, and I get super confused, and when I get confused, I get anxious, and then I get angry, and then I end up crying. So, I don't like hospitals. I know nobody here is like, but I love them! But I literally could not hate them more than anything else. If you are a nurse or a doctor, good for you. That's not the field that I will ever be in, because I can't. I don't even want to volunteer in a hospital. So, we're home. But we are grounded for 5 more weeks, because we are doing antibiotics and some fun things at home, you know, fun in quotation marks. So I ended up having, it's not really the kind of fun I had in mind. My kind of fun usually involves sewing in a glass of wine, so whatever. Eric's just a little bit different. So I gotta laugh through it. I gotta laugh through it. It's fine.
That's how you get through it.
It's the only way that I got through it after I stopped crying. So
by the way,
anyway,
says your hair looks beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. I haven't done my hair in so long. If you noticed in yesterday's video, I had a hat on because that was the best it was going to do. I got makeup done, so I was like, okay, we're halfway there. Throw on a hat. That was the best I could offer yesterday. But thank you very much. I wasn't even sure what it looked like anymore, because I haven't seen it down or not in a hat in 2 weeks. So I don't know. I don't even know.
Oh, here's your new
I don't
name.
even know what I'm saying.
Here's your new name. You're going to laugh at
Oh,
this
God.
one. Nurse Jessica.
Mm-mm.
Farthest thing from the truth.
No, I am.
You are forced.
I am temporary Nurse Jessica.
Exactly.
Because when you love someone, you do what they need done. And clearly, if anyone had any doubts, I freaking love that man. Because otherwise, I would not be doing half of the things that I have to do. I am on bandage patrol. I am on medication. I am making food. I have never felt like such a housewife. And please don't take that the wrong way. Nothing against housewives or stay-at-home moms or anything like that. That is your thing. I'm a worker. I have been making food round the clock, doing laundry. I'm like, how do you people do it? And you do it with children? Dear God, I can't. I have one 48-year-old and it's too much for me. So
That's like having 5 kids.
Oh my God, it is. No, I love it. He's been amazing. He really has. And honestly, if he was like me, this would have been harder. But having somebody that is so polar opposite when it comes to so many things, it's true. Opposites do attract. And he is very, very level-headed and very much, here's the problem, here's the solution, put it into action. Where I'm like, here's the problem, time out, I need like 24 hours to process. I'm going to flip out if I don't get it out of my system. And then tomorrow I'll be fine. He is not. He goes. And thank God, because if he acted like I did, I don't know what we would do. It would be ugly. But I'm good now. So yeah, so that was me rambling for a long time about a lot of stuff. But that's where I've been. And that's where I will be. And day 2 of being in the hospital, I realized that I have no idea when this will end because we were not getting answers. That's a whole other thing I'm not getting into today. What do I do about Paducah? Because I was supposed to leave for Paducah the Wednesday that we got home. Like, we got home Tuesday night. I was supposed to leave the next morning. What if I hadn't canceled? How can I leave him when he needs my help? What he needs from me, no one else can help us with. We do have friends and we do have family, and I'm sure I could find somebody if need be, but we're very private people with our house and stuff, and we would just rather deal with our own situations. And so I just said, I have to deal with this, and I don't know when you're going home, and I don't know what you're going to need when we get home. So I canceled, and I have immediately, I texted my friend who owns the shop, who I was going to first. I emailed the people at AQS. I was received with such, yes, you're making the right decision. Don't worry about it. We are fine. Everybody will be fine. Don't worry. Like, you have to do what you have to do. I feel really bad. I wish I was in Paducah. Actually, right now I would be getting home. That's actually, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd actually be getting home today because we would have left yesterday morning. So, but I would have had Facebook from the show and I would have been teaching and doing the things that I love to do, but it was not in the cards and I was not comfortable leaving. So, I only heard from one of my students from Paducah who was a little confused. I don't know what, I didn't touch base with them, what they were doing, but she was like, what's going on? And I explained to her and she was totally fine. And so everybody has been wonderful. So,
Cindy
yes.
has a question.
Ask me.
She wants to know if you have any sewing thread next to the bed for him to floss with. She loves that TikTok.
You want to know what he said to me yesterday? He said, I get coffee all over my boobs. Sorry, Facebook. He said, I gotta get better soon so I can make TikToks with you again. And I was like, exactly. We have goals. So, so he is not gone. I have not gotten rid of him. He is alive. He is probably 85 to 90% well. We're gonna get to 100% soon. But yeah, super fun times in the Vandenberg household. I am trying to come back to the office. This was my first week back. Unfortunately, because of a medication schedule, I can't be here super late in the afternoon. So I have been kind of in and out. I came on Monday because I haven't seen Barb in forever. And I wanted to say, hi, I'm good. Here's my face. And see what was going on. So I was here for a few hours on Monday. I stopped in Tuesday. I work from home Wednesday and part of Thursday. I do have that luxury, and I thought about that last night. Like, if I had a regular job, this would be a real challenge right now.
It's challenging.
But, I mean, you know, and I mean, anyone that's had to do it with, like, regular working hours, I hope your employers are understanding and nice to you. I would have to have the next 5 weeks of having flexibility, and I'm thinking back on my old employers and thinking, I don't think any of them would really do that for me, because none of them are really that nice. So, a few days here and there, but not 5 more weeks of you not being around past 2:00 in the afternoon. So, I am very privileged in that way. I'm very, very lucky. Eric's been working from home. He took over one of my sewing tables. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I cleaned and organized because I was like, I have to do something with my brain right now. And I was organizing everything. And the side, I have 2 tables back to back. that side has my HD9 and this side doesn't have anything because I didn't put the machine back on it and I was deciding what machine I wanted. And all of a sudden there is Eric and his laptop and I was like, oh, okay, so I guess that's your desk now. And then I come home yesterday and the ottoman is next to the table and I'm like, I'm a little confused as to what's going on. Oh, his executive assistants, Zoe and Roxy, needed to be as close as possible, and 2 feet to the love seat, way too far. So the ottoman is right there so they can sit and watch him work. So my dogs are going to be heartbroken when he actually has to go back to work. Me, they're like, bye. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Cindy also said there, it's a good thing Eric fired you from your real job.
Thank God. Well, here's the thing. All I'm thinking is he's going to make me work for him again while he's out. I can't do this. I can't do this. No. So he has 2 mechanics and they need to buck up and do their thing and I'm out. So, yeah. So that's my story in a nutshell. I don't think I have anything else to say about that because I want to talk about fun stuff. I want to talk about fun things.
Bobby wants to know the smaller blue bag on the bottom shelf. Is that a new bag?
No, none of them are new. No, that's an Emily.
What is that? It's an Emily.
Yeah. No,
That's what it is, Bobby.
because I came home from Branson, was getting ready to leave for Paducah, had to pack for Paducah. I didn't unpack everything from Branson. It's still in bins, so the shelves behind me are empty. Nothing is new because I mentally am not in a new place right now. I need more sleep before I can start thinking about new patterns. I would love to. I would love to be taking so much advantage of this time, but it's not happening right now. Excuse me. So I will hopefully be a normal human being or my version of it soon, but I need a lot of sleep. I need a lot of sleep. So that's all. So that's where we're at. I hate April. I'm done with the month of April. I'm done.
Skip it next year.
I'm skipping April. Next year we go March, May.
There you go.
Done. The weather when we went to the hospital. So that Wednesday night, I was contemplating wearing flip-flops because it was like 70 degrees out. And I'm like, it's kind of nice out. The day I brought him home, before I could go to the hospital, I had to shovel 3 inches of wet, heavy snow. I was like, how long have we been gone? Did we lose several seasons? We went from spring to winter? Like, Mother Nature, get your act together, my God. It's not even, it's almost May.
Yeah.
And it is literally 48 degrees out. That's like not acceptable.
Last night.
48 for like April 1st, I can handle because that means we're in the upswing. But all of a sudden, April just took a nosedive and I don't understand. And I'm tired of it. So, that is all for today. Let's not talk about hospitals anymore. Let's talk about New Cork, what today is, which I didn't know because Barb told me, and also let's talk about my Glowforge because that makes me happy. So unfortunately, Eric's name will come back up in conversation, but whatever, we're done talking about him. So we got some new corks I wanted to show you. I'm very excited about them. And then I want to show you something else new that we got. Because I have not been here and because I left so hastily and in such chaos, I came back in on Monday and I was like, oh my God, I forgot about that. I forgot that we got new stuff in. It happened and I was planning on showing you that Friday and then forgot. It left my brain. I'm sitting in the office going, oh, we have all this new stuff I've totally forgotten about. So, first of all, we got this new cork. Now, I am not a cat person. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I'm a dog person. But I get asked all the time for cat cork. And it's tiny. It's tiny, but I think it's adorable. And I don't know how well it's going to pick up on screen. Because this is the cat next to my fingernail. Okay? It's teeny tiny. But it's just this cute little print that I think would be fun for anything, you know? You could do anything. Because it's small. You could do wallets and like cute little things. It's got pink and yellow cats with little flowers and little whatnots.
Touch of blue in there?
A little bit of like an aqua blue and like a little navy. There's a tiny bit of navy, but it's just so cute. Isn't it cute?
It's cute.
So,
yes,
you know,
I'm not a cat person
for not
either.
being a cat person, I could totally do something in this. I think it would be like a cute Sydney.
Yeah.
You know, something cute. Because sometimes we get big prints and they don't translate well on the little projects. So I thought this was super cute. I text my supplier, Jose, if you're watching, hello. And
Hi, Jose.
Jose, who remembered my husband's name, and we've been chatting about my husband. Like, it's funny when you have connections with people that you don't always anticipate. Like, you guys specifically come here to watch Facebook for whatever reason. I don't know why. Some of you might just be here to be mean to me. I don't know. But, you know, when you deal with manufacturers and, like, people in, like, on that side of the industry, they know you, but they don't take a lot of time. They're not like, so how's your mom? How's your husband? You know, and just, I know he's busy. I know he has tons of customers. I know he's printing a ton of cork right now because he told me how much he was printing. It was an astronomical amount. But he's like, how are you doing? And how is Eric? And I was like, oh, that's so nice. That's so nice that you're like so personal with me. So I feel like we have this really nice connection. So Jose, hello. I don't even know what you look like, but like we're friends. So I want you to know that. So this is not new, but I brought it over for a reason. I'll show you in a minute. This was from Cork Club, and this is Sparkly Roses. It's the natural with gold, and it's actually black outline, but brown in the inside, so very, very neutral. I don't know how you guys feel. I don't know how you feel. I love black and brown together. I know a lot of people are like, oh, black and brown. I love black and brown together. And this, I don't have to decide. I could do chocolate, I could do black, I could do whatever I want. I could just keep it neutral. But this was Cork Club from what seems like a decade ago. This was, what month is it? April. It was April. Ugh. This was March, the sequel. Also part of Cork Club was Creamsicle. Now I know orange is not everyone's favorite color, but this is like a nice peachy, not in your face orange. I don't know. I love this. And I brought,
coppery color.
Right? I brought over champagne bubbles because I love these together.
That looks super good together.
See, because this is such a muted one, and sometimes like the orange would be way too bright.
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty? You know, it just pulls out some of the peaches in the background. So, yes. So, and then we got two more new ones because we can always use neutrals, right? We got mocha and chai. So, they are not easy to photograph for anybody. I did the best that I could. So I'm going to tell you what they look like so you can understand. So mocha is more of a gray, cool brown, okay? It has a little warmth to it, but this is going to be more on the gray, cool side. Almost leaning towards a purple. Like it's got like that purple hue to it, but it's definitely not a chocolate. It's not a deep, deep brown. It's your dark taupey kind of color, and it reminds me of a mocha, like an actual, you ever order a mocha? Coffee and chocolate, good combination. And then we have chai. Chai is going to be more in the warm family, lighter than caramel, but has almost a tint of like orange to it, so that's why that one leans more warm and this one's more cool. But also, look at these. Champagne bubbles. Champagne bubbles is my current favorite. That changes from day to day, but right now, like I want this as a bag. I want to make this into a bag. So
well, then do it.
But maybe I will. That is one thing I haven't been doing is sewing, and I'm gonna try this weekend because I'm feeling like I want to sew. That's the other thing.
Do something different to distract yourself.
Well, that's the other thing that kind of just about this whole thing. I was like. I was at like 100 miles an hour Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I was getting stuff done. I was making stuff. I was playing with my Glowforge. I was doing all this stuff. And then all of a sudden, you know, I was married and couldn't really do anything about that. So.
Will this work with leopard, the chai?
I bet you it would. I don't have a piece of leopard nearby, but I bet you it would because leopard looks good with like any of the neutrals. If you want to, yeah. Barb's gonna get some leopard. So don't ask any questions yet.
I don't run as fast as Marlene.
She moves pretty fast, so she's going. So, what else do I want to show you guys? Oh, that's right. We got a brand new zipper, and I'm very excited about it because I love everything rainbow. So, we got rainbow with silver metallic. How awesome. I love this. So when we got the silver metallic zippers, a lot of you guys like the silver metallic. I love it too. And look at that. Oh, it's just so pretty. I love it. Silver metallic and rainbow.
Pretty.
Okay, hold on, pause. Oh yeah, that looks great.
That does look good. Yeah.
Because the leopard, it's almost exactly caramel, and this is kind of like a light caramel. So yes, I think that looks very pretty together. There it is. And I'm a big fan of leopard too. So I love that. So anyway, Barb texted me this morning and told me something that I didn't know. Today is National Zipper Day. So how awesome is that? I love it. I love it. And because it's National Zipper Day, we're going to have a little special at the end. So hang in there. I'm going to tell you about it in a minute. But we got these in, and I literally forgot that these came in until I got back to work on Monday.
Yeah,
and saw it sitting on my desk in the studio, and I was like, oh, I forgot about that. So it was a very happy surprise. But what I love about this is the metallic rainbow zippers, which are on order. They're great, but they have a lot of pink to them. So if you're doing something like that's blue or whatever, it might not work. The stripe zippers, I'm obsessed with them. Of course, I think you guys are too, because we are getting low already, which is great.
Yeah.
But maybe black and white stripe is a little bit too bold for what you're working with. This just gives you a little sparkle and the rainbow, but you know, not too much. So I don't know. I'm obsessed. I want to do something with that this weekend too.
You know what? Some of what Diane wants to know if the mocha goes with daisies too.
Mocha. Well, daisies are white on natural, so absolutely. I would say you could do anything with daisies. And that's been really popular too. It's funny, I can't predict this. I can't.
No,
you know, I'm like, oh, daisies are cute. And then we sell out of them like 3 times. And I'm like, oh, but this one's really cute. This is going to be great. And no one likes it. I don't know. So, and things make circles. Because like right now, sunflowers are kind of meh. The sunflowers aren't super popular. In the beginning they were. Then all of a sudden we'll do something, or the season will change and everyone's like, sunflowers. So it's weird. It's crazy. So, okay. So I have one more little story to tell you, and it's about my Glowforge. And then I'm going to show you some of the things I've been playing with. These are not done. They are just things that I've been playing with, because I would love to hear your opinions and your opinion and see what everybody thinks. So I have metallic zipper everywhere.
There you go.
So I decided.
Sparkling personality.
It's obviously. So back in December, Barb is making a headband. It actually looks kind of cute. Anyway, back in December, okay, way back, like the last year. It was Christmas Eve specifically. I have been hemming and hawing over wanting a Glowforge. And if you don't know what that is, it's a laser. So I have talked to you guys, it's massive. I have talked to you guys about the other lasers that I had, which were laser engravers. They really weren't cutters because they weren't strong enough. They are what they call a diode laser, which is not a super strong laser. It can cut through, like, it could cut through cork, but it wasn't going to cut through acrylic or anything heavy like that. It was more for engraving. And they were fun, and I was having a great time with them. But I kept saying to Eric, I want a Glowforge. Like, that's what I really want. I want a Glowforge, but they're really expensive and they're huge. My lasers, my biggest laser, I think, is 18 or 20 inches square.
Real big.
This thing is 2 feet by 3 feet. So, I mean, that's a big piece of real estate that it needs to take up. It needs its own cabinet. It needs ventilation. The other ones don't. It's a big thing. And a friend of mine who has a woodworking business bought one, and I was like, I am so jealous. I want one so bad. And she said how much she loves it. So I have been wanting this and just wishing that I could have the space and the money and the time to get one for probably a year. Well, around Christmas time, they were doing some kind of special and they were financing them. And as much as I don't like doing that, I don't have to throw all that money out there right away. And it makes me feel a little bit better. So I was like, Eric, what do I do? And of course, he's never going to tell me no. That is the good and bad of our relationship. Because he's never going to be the guy that's like, let's be logical. He's like, will you use it for your business? Buy it. And I'm like, that is why I have 3 rivet presses. It's his fault. 100%. So, yeah, he's never going to be the person that talks me out of something. Ever. He's like, if you want it, get it. And all he has to say is, will you use it for your business? Well, then it's a tool. You should buy it. I'm like, ugh. So I said, fine, I'm buying it. So I bought it for myself. It was my Christmas present to me. Well, it wasn't ready. It didn't come in until like the end of January. So I'm like, I'm chomping at the bit waiting for this thing to come in. Well, it came in, and then I had retreats. I had this, I had that. It was one weekend after another where I had no time. I can't get Eric during the week to help me because I needed him. I'm not allowed to drill holes in walls. I don't really understand why, but apparently I'm not allowed to. Something about, electrocuting myself and whatever. So I needed him, which is really hard. So I finally got him and got his attention and got him to help me in the end of March. Like the very, like the last weekend of March. I was like, please help me. So he did. And I got it all set up. And then I wasn't here. And I never got to use it. So then I finally sat down 2 weeks ago, whatever that week of hell was. And I was like, this is amazing. It's so much fun. So I am simultaneously learning Glowforge program, which is an internet-based simple program, trying to figure out how that works, and still teaching myself Illustrator, which is not always fun. So I've been doing all that, and then I wasn't here. But in the meantime, I had some ideas, and I'm going to show you what I've been playing with. I would love to hear your ideas, but 2 of the main reasons that I bought this were to do some bag tags, and also to do some acrylic templates. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to be doing acrylic templates for every single thing. I can't justify making rectangles into acrylic templates.
No.
I am saying that if you have questions or if you are looking for something for one of my patterns, please email me and I will be happy to talk to you about it and we can price it out together. I am waiting for a shipment of acrylic to come in, but in the meantime, these are some of the things that I made. And I don't know about you, but I'm really excited about it. And Barb and Marlene were actually really excited too. So it was like one of the last conversations we had. Marlene was like, ooh, and then Marlene left and all hell broke loose. So here's one of the things that I was doing. So these are the corner and the dart templates for some of my bag patterns. So instead of having to use paper, you can actually cut against it with your rotary cutter, or you can trace it with your pen.
Thick, isn't it?
This is 1/8 inch. This is 1/8 inch. Everything I have, with one exception, is 1/8 inch. I can cut 1/4 inch, but 1/4 inch is hard to find and it's really pricey. So 1/8 inch works nicely because this is what our regular rulers are. For you, for a long arm, you would need something bigger. But could I cut 1/4 inch and do something for a long arm? Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I am not in the mass production area here. This is just me and a Glowforge, but I'm having fun. So I wanted to do some templates like this where they would be multiple pattern, because I do use the same templates for some patterns. You know, I use them kind of interchangeably because I know how they're going to come out and I already know the size. So I just, work with the same ones. And these can be any color I want because you don't need to see through them. You just need to cut against your curve and mark. So that was one of the things that I did. I also, because I bought a bunch of acrylics since December, I've been accumulating different acrylics to see what I like and find companies. This is technically pink, but it looks orange. It's weird. It's a neon pink.
Neon, yeah.
But this is for the Daybreak wallet. So for all those daybreaks, isn't that cute? And I do have a stack of these because I was going to Paducah and I was going to bring them with me. Wah, wah. Here. Okay.
What a boss. That's
So,
great. She's awesome.
Okay. Well, actually, I have this color if you would prefer, because I know you would.
Ooh,
So, so those were some of the thoughts that I had. And also,
Sydney templates, please. Put a hole so we can put them on a hook.
oh, yes. I thought about that after. I'm still playing.
She just started this, guys.
I did. Okay, so this is something, and I wish, and I'm hoping that I can still find it. I have lost the original, and when I say original, we're talking so long ago. This horrible little template that I made for myself. So when I first started quilting, and I'm sure a lot of you have done this, maybe you've done this too, when you don't know what you're doing and you don't know what good products are and you don't know what you like for rulers. Everybody likes different rulers. I don't like the yellow rulers and the green ones. They hurt my eyes. I like creative grids, or even the Fiskars don't bother me, but Fiskars wear off a lot.
Yeah.
But I like creative grids. So I didn't know any better. I had just started quilting and I was at Joann's and they had one of those package deals and it was like this stack of rulers. They were the most confusing rulers I've ever bought, but in my head I was like, tons of product, cheap, buy them. They had this weird blue line around the outside that was 1/4 inch, but it was so hard to measure. I never used them. But I had this little square, and I took this little square and I measured out and I used masking tape and I made little marks for when I cut my corners on my bags. So I made a corner template, like a legit corner template with measurements. So whenever you're doing box corners, you can put it, let me grab
How
something
easy
here.
that is.
It was like one of the first things I did because I was so excited. I was like, wait. And I'm telling you, if I can find that janky little template so I can show you, it's the funniest thing ever because it is masking tape everywhere, purple marker all over it. It was terrible. But if I have to cut my corners, I'm like, oh, I need 2.5-inch corners. I just line that up and I cut, or I draw. I don't know what I do. Whatever. But I did from 1 inch to 4 inch, so it's a nice little 4-inch square. So that was one of the fun things. So this will be on the website. I will sell these. I may put them up for pre-order just to get an idea of how many to cut because I'm waiting for acrylic to come in. These will be in clear because we want to see through it. We want to see what we're doing here.
You've got some sold already.
Okay. Now, I'm going to save the best for last, but this...
You're hitting on a good thing.
Good. You guys always make me feel good. So this... and Barb hasn't even seen this.
And I think that's what somebody just asked for.
I just did this yesterday. Okay, so this is what I have been doing. I have been working all week on this, coming up with ones that didn't work. We won't worry about those. I've wasted acrylic, but that's okay. I'm learning my machine. I did a rivet guide.
Somebody just asked for one.
So I was playing with this. So I did 1 inch and 1.5-inch handles. Centered, double. Centered, double.
Isn't that clever?
Thank you. So I took my handle here. This is a 1-inch handle. And I did this morning. Put that right on there. It lines right up.
Perfect.
And then you decide if you want every one or every other. And then I marked them out. And, excuse me, the holes are a good size so that you can actually get your tool in there to mark. And once I marked it and I cut it with my, my hole punch here, it was all gone. So these would have to be clear too because we're going to want to see our handles through them. Yeah. These I can definitely make in fun colors because it doesn't matter. And there's so many fun colors. This is now a new obsession. So that is something else that I'm working on. And this is, it's a little 5-inch. It's just a little 5-inch square. So nothing major.
Therefore, if somebody's using 5-inch squares for fabric, they can also
you can also use that. So multiple uses for rulers, always a good thing.
Quilting and rivets.
Exactly.
There you go.
This is definitely helping me to get to know the machine and the software because there's certain things that like I'm like, well, that should be how it goes. And then the machine goes, no, that's not how we're going to do it. So I'm learning a lot of things, and it's actually helping me learn Illustrator, which is good.
And now we're getting color requests.
Okay.
Lime green.
I have a ton of acrylic on order and even more. And I wanted to, I forgot to mention this. Helene and I were talking about this a couple weeks ago. When I post videos to Facebook that are more than a minute, Facebook cuts them off. And it's super annoying. And I had posted a bigger, more in-depth video from the Glowforge that day. It was a 3-minute video. And for some reason, live is different, but regular videos, Facebook cuts off at a minute. So if you want to see that entire video, like the whole thing, I will upload it to my YouTube channel. It's 3 minutes, but I was just kind of showing you some of the things that I was playing around with. And it's also on TikTok. All these social media platforms have rules, and it's really annoying. But that is why that video seemed to just go and cut right off, because Facebook did it to me.
We have another request.
Oh, tell me.
A zipper template.
Here's the only hesitation I have in zipper templates is that I do already have one from somebody else. So I would have to make sure that mine is not going to be a replica of that, because I can't do that. I just, in good conscience, can't do it. And speaking of, I have a package here from More Me Know, and I haven't even opened yet. But
can I open it?
No, because I want you to be distracted yet. Okay. So the last thing I want to show you, I've been playing with my Glowforge. I'm really excited. I'm so excited. So this is 16th inch acrylic. This is really cool acrylic because it's black on the back.
Yeah.
But they have silver, they have gold. I don't know what happened to this one. It's like crooked. Rose gold. But I made these little...
Those are cool.
Templates.
Tags.
I'm trying real hard, you guys. So I made one and then realized it needs holes because you can't sew through acrylic. So you would have to hand stitch that in. But if that's not really your thing...
Couldn't you do it with like a buttonhole stitch on your sewing machine?
Oh, you probably could. Yeah, that's actually really smart. But
Oh, I have smart
if
ideas
you
once in
want,
a
Bar's
while.
so smart.
Once in a while.
Is Marlene not being here making us smarter? I think she's
Maybe.
distracting. So I also, I'm going to show you all these because
They're cute.
they're really fun. I made some out of cork. So when I say bag tags, I know a lot of you have your business name on tags. I am not there yet. Okay. I'm not saying I will never be able to do something like that for you, but you have to give me time. Again, I'm learning 2 programs at the same time. So, and I'm not stupid, but some days they make me feel kind of stupid. So I'm working my way through. So I'm just kind of making generic things that we could all put in our bags. We have metal handmade tags. Why can't we have handmade tags that are made out of cork, right? So I just did some out of some scraps, little handmade, little cocoa and a little pearl gray. I also made some that just make me laugh. Like, I did a great job. You put that in your bag. I did a great job, just to remind yourself. Also beautiful on the outside. Because sometimes bags are not beautiful on the inside, and that's okay. I have some nice ones. And then some spicy ones. Made with love. Because we like to make things with love.
Yeah.
Sewing feeds my soul. Made just for you. And then we got spicy. This poop was hard. I don't know what swear words I'm allowed to say on Facebook, but this ish was hard. Because that's funny. Handmade with swear words, because how many times do you want to put that in something? My mom, I could give this bag to my mom. My mom would appreciate that if she looked inside and said handmade with swear words. Yeah. And then I also have this one that says, I bleep and made this. Bleep starting with an F and rhyming with truck. So I was on, I just got eliminated from Facebook. I was in, was it So Whatever or So Magical? One of the groups the other day, somebody posted and said, does anyone sell swear word bag tags? And I was like, oh, I almost do. I volunteer. But I'm not ready yet, so I didn't want to say anything. But I was like, I want to say to her, but I don't know when. I don't know when. And I don't have anything ready. But I was like, me. I will. Be patient.
That's handmade with cussing.
Handmade with cussing. Handmade with swear words. Listen, I can put anything I want on them. So I was just having a lot of fun because these were the things that I wanted to do. This was why I bought a Club Forge, because I wanted to make funny bag tags. Listen, I effing made this in every bag that I made.
There you go.
And this ish was hard because it's funny. So I will let you absorb that for a moment. I know the sweary words are not for everybody, and that is fine. The sweary words are some of my favorite words. So we're going to see what Lauren from Mormino sent me. Not because we're friends, I don't know her, but because I paid her to send me things. So let's see what I ordered, because I don't know what I got. Because it's been a year. I don't know. Let's see, when did I order this? 4/18. That wasn't that long ago, but doesn't mean anything.
To open it, while you weren't here.
Barb likes to open my mail. Look at it! I got the rainbow clips. Another clip to hold your things together, or your hair. Because they're rainbow, I'm gonna order them. What else did I get?
I don't know.
Oh, there's a ruler. Oh, it's sparkly.
Oh my gosh,
Don't
it is
break
sparkly. Oh, you're gonna want that kind of acrylic.
Oh, definitely.
Did you already get some sparkly stuff?
I do have some sparkly.
Yeah,
I have some
so.
chunky sparkly, and I have some not chunky. Oh, this is cute.
It is.
I'm sure I ordered this solely for the fact that it sparkles. I can't open it. It's just a little. It's a little 8-inch. Is it an 8-inch ruler?
There's no numbers on it.
I can't tell. Yeah, 7 and then 8. Yeah, it's an 8-inch ruler. Lauren, how do you open this? Oh, there we go. Okay. It's sparkly, and it's a nice ruler. It's nice. I like it. It's pink and sparkly.
Oh, it is.
I love little rulers because they're really useful when you're doing
little things.
Small bags and stuff. Little things. See, Barb knows. Oh, and
because I have one similar to the size.
That's it. I got vinyl. All right.
Oh,
cool. I don't know what I got. Oh, that's cute.
I picked this with you.
It is. That's cute. I like it. It looked more yellow online. It's more like gold,
Goldish.
but I like it. It definitely. If I'm remembering correctly, it's hard to say. I think it looked yellow, but I like that it's a little bit bolder.
Yeah.
So nice quality, not super heavy. It's very pliable. So that's what I ordered from Mormino. I don't know why. I just do things.
She just orders things just because.
Sometimes when I'm having a mental day, I order things. So these are fun. These are supposed to be better for vinyl. Not that I sew with a lot of vinyl. I have that. Because they don't leave creases. Like the clips leave the little creases sometimes. So I think between these and the sew tights, I think that'll be good for vinyl. So maybe I'll make something this weekend.
For vinyl,
Who knows? And maybe I'll put handmade with swear words on it. I don't know. No, I don't think so. It's a room. It's a space issue that we have. So yeah. So I don't foresee us getting vinyl. Not right now. Not unless anything changes where we actually have more room. But I don't see that happening either. So I will just order vinyl here and there from other people because I really just like cork. And I'll probably mix this with cork because, you know, I can see some nice blue with this, like a nice navy.
Yep.
So
somebody wanted to know, hang on a second, where did it go? About your templates. Da, 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 da. Where did it go?
Awkward
A fringe template.
Fringe?
Fringe.
Fringe. A fringe template.
And tags for keychains.
And tags for keychains. Okay. Listen, put the ideas out there. Just because I don't do them immediately does not mean I won't do them, but I keep track of a lot of things. I have lots of notebooks. I write all these things down. So I'm working on the things that I had already wanted to do, and then as things happen, I work on more things. So chances are you will see on the website in the near future, I'm not going to say when, maybe this weekend, I don't know, some pre-orders while I wait for some acrylic to come in, the rivet guide, which I'm pretty sure I'm ready. I just want to, you know, check it out a little bit more. I'm going to do some, you know, some of these templates. I also want to do the smaller dart template that we use for Alice, I think. And actually, that's probably why this Alice pattern is sitting here. I bet you that was what I was working on next.
Maybe.
Some of those and some of the handmade things and just kind of put them up for pre-order. Other than that, we are restocked on almost all the cork, but you guys are cork hoarders. And I'm here for it. Trust me, so am I. Barb and I needed one 9x27 piece of cork today for one big order, and I was like, how do we not have any? We just had a stockpile of it, and we have none. So I am constantly ordering cork. it's an ongoing thing. And if I have it, I do want to show you one other thing. Hold on. Because I don't know where did I do with it. I don't know.
What are you looking for?
A piece of cork. Oh, here it is. Okay. Julie, yes, it was Julie, had asked me about doing something for autism. This is not associated with autism. This has nothing to do with it. I know that there's going to be someone that says that's not perfect. It's not what it's supposed to look like, but it's representative of autism and supporting autism. So we ordered puzzle pieces. Okay. They're about an inch, I think, across. Yeah, about an inch, the pieces. Pretty colorful. So you can do some small things. So if that's something that you want to, you know, make and you're selling things or doing some kind of, you know, charity, that was where the conversation started. Julie and I were just having a conversation about that. And if you just like it, that's also fine. It doesn't have to represent anything to you. But this is on order along with more restocks, but should be shipping on Monday. So we should have them like the end of next week. And then I will be ordering more stuff on Monday because Barb and I realized that we're out of a whole bunch of stuff. So, before I go, I just want to say one more time, thank you to all of you, seriously, for being so cool and supportive. And I know that you know this, and I know that you are aware of the fact that I am human and I have, you know, I have personal things that I have to deal with sometimes. And sometimes it stinks that I'm not here for Facebook. I understand. I don't like not being here for Facebook. I don't know if you guys realize that I might be part of your Friday, but you are all part of what I base my week around. I never planned on this. This was supposed to be a one-time only thing. I was not anticipating any of this. I was never starting a YouTube channel. I wasn't doing any of this stuff. So it does mean a lot to me that you guys care about me. I care about you guys. And so when I'm not here, it does feel really weird. I don't like disappointing people. And even though I know it's not that big of a deal, it always feels kind of like, I gotta tell them I'm not gonna be here. And I feel you guys at home going, aw, and that, it makes me happy, but it also kind of like, I'm like, I hate that I have to tell them that. And, you know, Barb and Marlene and I sit here together for an hour, and honestly, we don't hang out that much when we're working here because I'm usually in the studio, they're doing their thing. You know, sometimes I don't even see them. They come in, ship orders, and go home. So, I mean, it's nice that we have that. And I can say, okay, what do we want to talk about on Friday? Or this new thing's coming in. I'm going to hang on to it till Friday because I love showing you guys like the new stuff and we experience it all together. And I have missed you guys. I didn't even realize it until just now. Yesterday, I think I realized it. Next week, will be our 2-year anniversary. It was the first week of May. And I don't know what the date is. I know what the original date was.
Wow.
Next Friday's Facebook Live on May 6th. So the 8th was our first one in 2020. Next week will technically be our 2-year anniversary. 2 years that we have been doing this. 2 years we've been doing this.
Wow.
It's crazy to me. And I appreciate all of you guys very much. And to Barb and Marlene, who did not even hesitate to just say, do what you got to do. We have the orders. We will take care of everything. Don't worry about us. We're fine. Thank you to both of you for doing that because it's nice to know that I don't have to stress. And unfortunately, that's not the same for everybody in my life who's a little stressed about their own businesses. Yeah. I won't say anything more than that, but it's nice. It's nice to feel loved, and it's nice to know that if I have to, even in an emergency situation, I don't have to worry because Barb and Marlene can take care of it. So,
I do have one suggestion.
Go for it.
Can you say handcrafted instead of handmade?
Absolutely, that's not a problem.
And then, where the heck?
I'm writing things down. I wrote handcrafter. I know what I meant though. I'm getting there.
Oh, thanks, Charlie. Barbara Marlene rock.
They do. Listen, it's at the point now where you guys are writing notes to them and you're ignoring me, and it's kind of hurting my feelings. You're like, hey, Barb Marlene. I'm like, hello. Hello. What about me? So anyway, so the last thing I'm going to tell you before we go is that because it's International Zipper Day.
Okay.
Who knew? And just to say thank you to you guys and to say, hey, you guys are awesome. Today through Sunday, we're going to have a little impromptu sale. So you can use, you'll never guess the code, Zipper 10, ZIPPER 10. I'll write it down so you can see it. You don't want to see that side of the paper. It's very chaotic. Zipper.
Is it for only zippers?
It is not.
Oh.
Zipper 10.
Thank
you
God.
can use today, right now, through Sunday, on anything you want. You can use it once. You can use it 15 times. You can order patterns. You can order cork. You can do whatever you want. But what you can't do.
You sound like an auctioneer.
What you cannot do. Please don't do.
Not on Cork Club.
Not on Cork Club. And
not on retreats.
And not on retreats. But that's it. Those are my only rules. You can you can buy anything else you want, and you can order something today and tomorrow and 3 times on Sunday. The only thing we ask is that you write us a note because it's really helpful, and your names all look the same after you start printing orders, and you go, "Did I have Sue Smith once already?" I don't know. So if you're like, hey, it's me again, I have 3 orders, it helps tremendously if you take those few seconds out of your day. I cannot tell you how much it helps us.
Oh my God, yeah.
So, well, us. It doesn't help me, it helps them. And also just a little side note, and I don't normally announce these things, but I'm just letting you know, until my life gets back on track, we will be doing Facebook. I may have to change the times depending on appointments that we have. I may have to tell you I have to make it a short one. I will probably not change the day because the day is harder to change. But I may say, hey, we got to do Facebook an hour early or an hour later. So I will announce that as soon as I know what's going on. We have a lot of stuff going on in the next month. The month of May is going to be chaotic, but as long as we're home, that's all that I care about. And until things get sorted out, we are shipping Mondays and Fridays. I will not be here shipping on Wednesdays. So if you are like in the midweek, like, I need something shipped, I need it by the weekend, I probably will not be able to help you. If you email me and you beg and you sound really, really nice and you're nice to me and you say nice things about my hair, I'll probably try. but the chances of me shipping orders on Wednesday is like slim to none right now. So I am relying on these two, one of which is not here. She doesn't even know. We're doing Mondays and Fridays. So just until things get sorted out.
Charlie says we needed so many creations phone tree for emergencies.
Can we start one? I call Barb. Barb calls Charlie. It'll be great. It'll be fantastic. Oh my God. I can't tell you how much I missed you guys. You made me laugh. All of you. Every one of you. Everyone. So thank you. That is all. I have to go home soon to do medication. So this is my life. But it's okay. I love him.
You have to put on a new hat. There's Jessica.
Can I just tell you this real quick, and then we're really gonna go? So my husband had a doctor's appointment last week, and I drop him off, and I'm just sitting in the car waiting, and he comes out and he says there's this woman sitting in the in the waiting area, and she just starts having a conversation, one of those overly friendly people, and she's asking him about what's going on and what he's doing, and she's like, oh, so does a nurse have to come to your house like for all your medications? And he goes, no. He goes, my wife is my nurse right now. This complete and utter stranger, I don't know who she was, looks my husband in the eyes and goes, is she a dirty nurse? And I was like, who is this person? I was like, did you get her name and phone number? She sounds like a blast. But like, who asked that question? I'm like, oh wait, I would ask that question. But out of the blue, she was like, oh, is she a dirty nurse? And I'm like, excuse me, ma'am.
I suggested nurses.
Yes. And my sister is trying to get me to buy nurses' outfits for my dogs because it'll be really cute. I'm like, no.
Do a group picture.
Oh my God, no. So, yes, I have to go do Nurse Jessica duties. I have nothing else to say.
On that note.
Thank you. We will see you next week. And Zipper 10% off of whatever you want. Goodbye.
Take care, guys.